Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. And welcome back, No Contact Army. I trust you've been a good soldier since the last time we met. And if you too would like to enlist in the No Contact Army, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and you're in. And to read the No Contact Army manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com where you can download 2 free chapters before you purchase the book. And before I start, I want to let you know that to be sure to listen to the end of this video, because I'm going to let you know how to get a free coaching session from me. So today I want to talk about 12 signs your ex is pretending to be over you. Now, why would they be pretending to be over you? Well, the thing is, just because you've broken up with someone, it doesn't mean that your feelings for them instantly go away. There is a long time that needs to pass before feelings go away, whether you broke up with someone or whether they broke up with you. And so they are pretending to be over you because of our friend's ego and pride. They don't want to feel rejected, and so they're hoping that in pretending to be over you, it will trigger you to reach out, especially if you're in no contact. They may not necessarily want to get back together, but since they're not over you, they would like to be in some type of contact, some type of reassurance from you that you don't totally hate them for breaking up with you. So let's get going with the 12 signs. The first one is they maintain contact even if they don't have to. If someone is totally over you or has no more feelings left for you, then they're really not going to care about staying in touch. So if you see that they keep reaching out and they're trying to stay in contact even though they don't have to be, meaning, you don't have kids together, you're not working together, you don't have a business together, then you have to ask yourself, why do they keep reaching out? Why are they trying to stay in contact? And number 2 is a follow-up to trying to stay in contact, and that is that they want to be friends. They still want you in their life in some capacity. And they don't just say, oh, let's be friends, because a lot of times, just to soften the blow of a breakup, people will say, hey, we can be friends, or let's be friends. But if they actually do try to make plans to see you and are acting as friends, then it's possible that they're not over you and they are trying to keep you in their life somehow. The third one is actually the opposite of this, and this is they're angry at you. So they're probably not going to want to be friends if they're angry at you. But anger means that there's hurt underneath. And people often mistake anger for their ex totally being over them and hating them. But the opposite of love is not hate or anger. It is, you know what it is, I mentioned it before, it's indifference. So if there's any type of strong negative emotion coming from them, that means that there are still feelings there, which means that they are probably not over you. They're just pretending to be over you. So don't get worried, because people always get worried when their ex is angry at them, and they're like, oh my God, we're never going to get back together. My ex is angry at me. No. That's a great sign. You want your ex to be angry at you. Well, you don't, but Okay, number 4 is that they are dragging their feet and tying up loose ends. So that means you still have things at their place that they're refusing to give back. They're not answering your texts or your calls. Or you have things of theirs that you've tried to give back and they're not trying to get it back. Now, why would they do that? It's because they don't want to break the bond, which is the stuff that still remains between the two of you, because they know that if all the loose ends are tied up, then they really have no reason to be in contact with you. And so by not asking for their stuff or by keeping your stuff, they want you to call or they want you to ask what to do with their stuff, because they know you're probably not going to throw it out. And in fact, one of my clients, she had a bank account, a shared bank account with her ex, and she emailed several times like, what do how we need to close this account. We need to close this account, as I told her to do. and he would just not respond. And I finally said to her, listen, just take your portion of the money out and then forget about it. Don't keep asking. So if they have your stuff and won't give it back, or if they don't care about getting their stuff, then it's probably because they're pretending to be over you. Number 5 is that they haven't moved on, meaning it's been months and months and you haven't seen them dating anyone new on social media, haven't heard about them dating anyone new, and that is a sign that they hope that maybe you guys will get back together. And they're also probably devastated by the breakup and they can't imagine being with anyone else at the moment. So if they haven't moved on, that's actually a great sign for you. The next one is the opposite of this, and that is that they have moved on and their new boyfriend or girlfriend hates you. Now, why would their new boyfriend or girlfriend hate you? That's probably because your ex is constantly going on and on and on about you and your relationship, and the new guy or girl realizes that they are not over you, and so they feel competitive with you. So it's a good sign if their new guy or girl hates you, especially if they're throwing shade at you on social media. Then you know it's because they feel competitive. So don't be worried, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Okay, number 7. They are on your social media, they're commenting, they're watching, they're sharing. Because if they didn't care, why would they still be there, right? I mean, do you watch stories from people that you don't really care about? I don't. I mean, I follow probably about 400 people on Instagram at any one time. And maybe on a typical day, I'll see stories from 10 people at the most. So if someone is bothering to watch your stories, that means that they are still interested and they probably have not moved on. So it's a good sign. And also, if they're posting more than usual and showing how happy they are, and they have inspirational poems about finding themselves, and they're happy to be alone, etc., etc., it sounds like they're trying to convince themselves that they're moving on and that they're over you, but they probably aren't. So that's always a good sign. Number 8 is they're going out a lot, or they're drinking a lot, or they're doing both. So they're trying to drown their sorrows and not think about the breakup, and they just want to get out there and keep busy and not think about what happened. However, the thing is, it doesn't matter where you are, because you have to take yourself with you wherever you go, right? So if you take yourself with you, you're taking your thoughts with you, and your thoughts are what's making you sad. So it doesn't matter if you're out at a club every night. You're still there with your thoughts. So don't be fooled by thinking, oh, they're moving on, they're having a great time, and they're not thinking about the breakup. They're probably thinking about the breakup even more because they're out in public with a bunch of people. They're supposed to be having fun, but inside they're miserable. Haven't we all been there, where we've been out and we're supposed to be having a great time, but inside we are not having a great time? Number 9 is an obvious one, and that is they're trying to make you jealous. So again, if they're indifferent towards you, they're not going to go to the trouble of trying to make you feel anything. So if they're posting a lot about them having fun, being out with new people, then they are probably trying to make you jealous. This is why I tell people not to change their posting habits after a breakup, right after a breakup, and not to try to make the ex jealous right away. I say to wait, because otherwise it's way too obvious that the person who was dumped is trying to make them jealous. You have to be subtle with jealousy. And so if they're putting up song lyrics about being happy their relationship is over, and it seems like they're posting things just to get a rise out of you, to make you mad or sad, then it probably means they miss you and are not over you. Number 10, they reminisce about the past. So let's say for some reason you're in contact. You have kids together, you work together, whatever, you run into them, and they are reminding you of the good times together. If they were over you, they would not be thinking of the good times. They would be thinking about future good times with someone else. And I remember with my ex, the one I did the video on, the video called My Breakup, we met up because I needed his help with something about 10 months after the breakup. And he started talking about one of our last dates that we had. We had gone to a nightclub. He goes, "Oh, you look so beautiful. And I'm so proud to be there with you. We had so much fun." And I looked at him like, yeah, whatever. Because I was over it by then. But he was still reminiscing. And on to number 11. And that is that you feel as if you are living in a spy drama, a 007 movie. What do I mean by that? It means that suddenly friends of his who you barely knew are reaching out to you or following you on social media. Now, why would they be doing that? You think maybe someone told them to, or a colleague at work who you never talked to about your relationship suddenly asks about it? So they are doing some undercover work for your ex and trying to find out if you're still interested in them, if you moved on, what's going on with you. But don't give them any information. If your ex wants information, they're going to have to ask you themselves. And finally, hot and cold behavior. Now, in dating, hot and cold behavior usually means there's ambivalence or low interest level. However, when we're dealing with an ex, hot and cold behavior means that there is a battle between their head and their heart. And so when they are being hot, they're in their heart. And when they are being cold, they are in their head. So their head is saying, no, you broke up with them, you can't go back, move on. But their heart is saying, but I still have feelings for them, but I want to get back with them. And the head steps in again, no. So it's this internal battle. And you never know who you're going to meet. Will you be meeting the head or the heart? So hot and cold behavior is an excellent indicator that they are pretending to be over you. So to go over the 12 signs, number 1, they maintain contact even if they don't have to. Number 2, they want to be friends. Number 3, they're angry with you. Number 4, they drag their feet about tying up loose ends. Number 5, they have not moved on. Number 6, they have moved on, but their new guy or girl does not like you. Number 7 is that they are on your social media, commenting, sharing, watching stories, etc. Number 8, they are going out or drinking a lot. Number 9, they're trying to make you jealous. Number 10, they reminisce about the past. Number 11, you feel like you are living in a spy drama because their friends and colleagues are contacting you. And finally, number 12, they are hot and cold. So there are many more signs. So if you can think of the other ones, comment below. And now to let you know about getting a free coaching session with me. I know that a lot of people are currently having financial issues, and so I'm going to give away a free coaching session with every video I post in the foreseeable future. And all you have to do is like this video and comment below with your story briefly, and at the end write, "I'd like a coaching session," or if you don't want to post your story, then just say, "I'd like a coaching session," and I will randomly pick one winner 24 hours after I post the video, which means that your comment has to be posted within 24 hours of this video being up. So if you're posting 24 hours after that, then you won't be eligible because I will already have picked a winner. So if you are listening to this on the day it was posted, then you need to make your comment as soon as possible. And in the meantime, if you would like my help personally to get your ex back, go to theartoflove.net, where we will send you the rates, and the direct link to that is below. If this video has been helpful, remember to like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to a podcast, please rate and review. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.